'Cause tomorrow is another day. All your worries leave your side, free your mind. 'Cause tomorrow is another day.
What's up, everybody? Redline here, bringing you a how to anchor video. I'm giving you kind of like a tips and tricks onto anchoring and positioning as a anchor in Hardpoint. This may help some of you guys' Hardpoint game style play because you really need one anchor for sure. I don't know if you guys noticed, Parasite's big anchor and whatnot, so I'm going to go through and give you kind of a steps as an anchor. I do run an FAL a lot when I anchor. Either that or I'll run the M8 or the AN, but it really comes down to whatever you're comfortable with, and I'm comfortable with the FAL due to everyone was using it for a while, so I learned how to use it and started using it a lot. Now, see, we spawned on good side right away on this first hardpoint. I'm going to knock down the hardpoints to 45 seconds apiece, so that way you guys can see what it's like. We spawned on the good side here. Well, all my teammates are going to push out, and they're going to try to go into the hardpoint. We're going to set up and try to kind of keep the flow over here, possibly pick up some people over here. We're going to keep the hardpoint, the anchor on this side so everyone spawns here. So you want to try to keep on this side and not let anyone through. Sometimes you can post up in blue, but in all honesty, you want to keep it set up. And then towards the end of the rotation, when the hardpoint's about to break, it was about to end, you want to rotate back. All right? Back here is the ideal place. Most people you'll see will be right here due to giving them the parking lot spawn. And that's definitely a good spot. But you can also rotate over here if they're having problems in the hard point, and you can assist a little. But I'd recommend keep dropping down and hiding from them and stuff like that if they're attacking, and kind of rotate back. Also, remember, you can use this as a head glitch and stuff if they come back. There'll be a lot of them try to get a cop car head glitch. I recommend laying down and just kind of avoiding those guys. Also, another spot I like to use is right here. So I'll kind of stay sneaky. They won't always see me. And then they come running down the side of the street and get picked up. Here's another spot I like to use in the initial when the hardpoint starts to flip. Alright, now we got to rotate. Well, we should have rotated earlier, but remember I put these at 45 seconds instead of a minute. So we can get this video over with real quick and possibly move on to another map. So when I rotate, I want to make sure that I get the other anchor off here if he's here. If not, then just rotate in. Take over. Alright, this is your anchor spot. Is Fountain over here. You want to hang out here. You can chill here because you give everyone a spawn here or inside there. Alright, but you can get overrun and they still will spawn inside there, but the enemy team will not spawn behind you. So this is definitely a good spot for you. Why? Because it anchors that one so they can keep coming in, that hard point, and it anchors this hard point. Great position. Makes it your job a little easier as an AR in this situation. As for the other hard point over there, the middle hard point, I really don't like to rotate till too late on this map after being here. Because you want to drain these two as much as you possibly can, because these are the main amount of points you can get on the map. Also, see, being back here as an anchor, you can try to fight your way through and stuff like that, but all you got to do is chill back here and force your team to spawn. It's kind of boring, not a lot of people push you, but it gives you a general idea of what the anchor spot is. This map is not so complex for an anchor, but you do get pushed a lot. Now, we're going to try to get through here. Well, if I was spawning over here right away off regular spawn in the beginning of the map, I usually try to push through blue. Right? Not everybody does, but I try to. Kind of peek from the outside, try to get through, get the rotation going, and possibly flip the spawns. Once you flip the spawns, your teammates can hammer them a little bit harder, and then you can either go through here or rotate back up, but then all you have to do is keep them from cutting into your spawn behind you. It's really not that difficult. Occasionally, you'll see me challenge if my team's getting slaughtered. You'll see me challenge come in and try to clear up some of these guys, rotate out, and try to clear them up here. But yep, that's pretty much all of the hard points on this map.
Hardpoint identified.
Next one, you go back to here again. You know, sometimes you'll see me over here though. I'll be chilling because like they'll be pushing from cop car. This will still somewhat anchor you as long as some of your teammates are alive over there. Got to really look at map positioning. Now let's go with a more complex map for anchoring. I'm not exactly sure which one I would like to do. If you guys have any questions on any of the maps or have any maps that you want to see anchored, then go ahead and leave it in the comments, and I will try to get to that. Alright, let's change map. One of the more complex maps to anchor. Raid, not so much. Raid's pretty easy. The first two anchors would be in the back point. Yemen is not really that complex to anchor if you know how to do it, but I think that might be the one we end up anchoring. Let's look. Pretty much the easiest one to get set up. There's a little bit more complex for anchoring because anchors sometimes switch in midpoint, and that's kind of where you want to control. So let's see. Really, anchors are a lot of in the action in this map though too, because a lot of the long lines of sight, are right into the hard points majority of the time. All right, see, this is good spawn, in my personal opinion. To other people, not so much. But right away, your SMGs are going to break out. They're going to want to head to the hard point. See, you can come up here and chill and start picking up stuff. Somebody's always going to be in that house. Someone always goes inside rugs up there. I don't know why. They always decide to. They love to. Or you can come down here and kind of just help clear a path for your team. Remember, you don't really want to flip spawn over here yet, because this control area right here gives you a little bit more open area to see everything that's going on and a little more cover. My personal opinion. Other than if you're inside that house. But if you can shoot somebody out of a head glitch and you got a good shot, then you don't have too much to worry about. Now let's rotate, because we're going to go to Treehouse. Treehouse will be your next hard point. As an AR that I run on this map, I really don't actually try to anchor much. I try to let it go wherever, because if they spawn over here, like if your teammates are spawning over there, they spawn over here, an AR could pick them up from here and down there. Alright, you can also rotate to the stairwell and pick them up, as long as you get somebody on the hard point. Now, if they're coming from this direction, your team's over here, you're set up, you can come over here, you can push up, you can end up using this rock as kind of a head glitch. Picking up everything as they come by. They have a lot more traffic over here, though. But once it comes due time to rotate, you want to get through here. So sometimes you want to keep this hard point, this spawn if you want to. That's up to you. Up to your team's style of play. Then, to cover this place, really, you have to have somebody in here, and that's basically your anchor. Like, once you're in here, they spawn in here and stuff. So everyone else just gets cuts. There really isn't an anchor position on this part of the map, or that part over there, in my personal opinion, if you don't want to. So, as you can understand where I'm sitting, you can see that you just want cuts. An AR player over here, AR player cutting over here, he could be even in the hard point. And you want somebody watching mid. Alright, now we're going to rotate. This also gives you a general idea of where the rotations are for the hard points. This one's in church over here. Now this one is a clear anchor, just like off spawn when I ran off spawn. You want to make sure to rotate back here. This is a great anchor spot. This will keep them spawning pretty close. You can chill here, right? Alright, so your teammates have to worry about doorway, which most people have akimbo cabs or something to worry about doorway, so they should be able to handle that. Then they have to worry about window jump up from that side. Alright, that's not a big deal, because the majority of the people want to come. You'll see a couple people always coming this way to go jump up or come here to flank. Alright? As an FAL or just an AR anchor, you can pick them up as they come this way. You can also kind of hide here, you know? You can chill. And then you can also, if you sound whore like I do, you can hear them coming underneath here. Then I rotate straight through. Now, as for anchoring up there, I always end up breaking this point with just a streak if I have any left, because by this time, we should have some sort of streaks. If we don't, then yes, I'll be rotating a little faster. But I would be trying to come up here to control. Why? Because the flow is there, or the stairwell over here. which is really easy to control because if they're not coming up behind you, you got an anchor up on that red car. They can't come through here. They can't come through there because the anchor is going to call them out. Then you got somebody here just chilling. They can kind of shut down anybody coming up right there, anybody over there. Then it rotates back to middle. All right, as for this middle one, like I said, you can either rotate back. It all depends on what you want for an overview. Me, half the time, if I already have a sentry gun, I'll put it up there. I'll go up there, put it up there, and then I'll have my team just keep hammering this hard point, and then I'll rotate into there. But it's really about domination and control on Yemen a little more than it is about anchoring. Anchoring on slums is a very big definition, and anchoring on raid really helps a lot too. So, but if you wanted to, you can go back here again. Then you're going to need to rotate to the next hard point. If you guys get it, let me know. If you guys think I'm wrong, go ahead and comment. I don't mind. On a personal level, though, this has worked for me. This is the style that I use. And therefore, in my personal opinion, I think it works pretty good. Alright, talk to you guys later, and have a good day.